Rita, coming in to do a video tonight on Manuka honey. Okay guys, before I get started with my video on Manuka honey, I'm going to go ahead and read our scripture for the night. My scripture reading for the night is coming from Revelation 22 verse 2 and it says, through the middle of the street of the city also, on either side of the river, the tree of life with its 12 kinds of fruit, yielding its fruit each month. The leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. Okay guys, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the healing properties of Manuka honey. Okay, I've been having stomach issues for a while. I went to the doctor and, I was told that it was acid reflux. But when I tell you that it causes inflammation in the body and it affects a lot. It not only affects the lining of the stomach, but it affects, it can affect your heart, it can affect a lot. And so I was given a proton pump inhibitor to help with my symptoms. But from what I understood, when you take a proton pump inhibitor, what it does is that it lowers your ability to absorb your food. And from my understanding, my research, a lot of times when you have acid reflux, the problem is low stomach acid. So what I did, I maybe took the proton inhibitor a few times, but it seems when you stop it, the reflux is worse rather than better. But anyway, along with the apple cider vinegar, I started taking also probiotics, which I've taken on and off for years, guys. But a lot of times, we really have to be consistent with our health. So I take probiotics, I take enzymes, and I do the apple cider vinegar. Okay, now the Manuka honey, where it comes in at, years ago I had an ulcer and I was treated with hpylori, which causes an ulcer, and hpylori is an infection of the stomach. So in my mind, I suspect, okay, maybe it's an ulcer. So I went to a gastrointestinal doctor and I found out that by doing the barium swallowing test, they said that, it wasn't an ulcer, but it feels like one. So what I decided to do is to buy some Manuka honey. But going online and searching for the Manuka honey is very expensive. So I did buy the mastic gum. I used mastic gum for a while and it seemed like it helped with my digestion and everything. So the other day when I went to one of the little outlet stores, I actually found the Manuka honey, at a reasonable price. But at that time, I didn't understand about the HPA, and I'll get into that later. But anyway, Manuka honey is supposed to heal wounds. It's supposed to heal ulcers. It's supposed to help with digestions. It does a lot. You can even use it on your skin if you have some type of skin disorder. They say you can put the Manuka honey on your skin and it'll help. Now, what I want to talk about, what is Manuka honey and what makes it different from just the raw honey or other honeys? Well, first of all, the Manuka honey is native to Australia and New Zealand, and it comes from the Manuka flower. It comes from the Manuka flower, so that's what makes the difference. But now in Australia, it's extracted from the jellybush tree or the golden tea tree. So there's 3 different sources that the Manuka honey comes from, but it's only native to southeastern Australia and New Zealand. Okay. The difference between Manuka honey and raw honey is that Manuka honey is darker. And it also have what they call a UMF, which is the unique Manuka factor. And what that is that this indicates the level of activity as an antibacterial agent. the more the UMF, the more powerful it is as an antibacterial agent. Okay, I found out that my Manuka honey was like a 5 plus, and you probably can't see that. But what I also found out is that on other honeys, Manuka honey, it can go up to a 10, a 15, a 20, and the more that number goes up, the more expensive it is. So, we just have to be mindful of that. But I personally believe that this Manuka honey, even though it's a 5, I believe it have a lot of healing properties. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to document my progress, and I'll come back, guys, and let you know how it's happened. Which just taking probiotics and it's happened, and doing a lot of other things that I do is happening. But I will come back and talk about the Manuka honey. But it also has other benefits that I'm going to discuss. It's good for digestion. It's good as an antibacterial. It have healing agents in it that help inflammation in the body. It has a lot of different properties that is good for the body. And so my primary reason for using it is for digestion. So you can add it to tea, or you can maybe even take a teaspoonful of it. But it is recommended that you take no more than 2 teaspoons a day because of the sugar content. And you can put it on the skin. So and now raw honey is different in that it doesn't come from this Manuka plant or the jelly tree or that golden tea tree. And so these particular pink plants have certain healing properties in them that you wouldn't find in raw honey. And that's not to say that the raw honey don't have its own benefits, but this particular honey is what's recommended, strongly for its medicinal properties. It's almost like just taking a medicine, but you're getting it in a honey form. But anyway, guys, I'll be back to follow up and, just let you know how it's working for me. And if you all, want to drop down in the comments and give me information, I would appreciate it. And let me know, if you've tried it and, how it's helped you on your journey to healing. I would appreciate it. And what I also found out about the Manuka honey is that as you can take it, if you don't have anything going on, you can just take it for daily maintenance, and it'll help ward against inflammation. And now there's some other stuff that I have that I'm going to talk about that I'm also using for my digestive health, along with the Manuka honey. Alright, guys, if this video has been helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.